Well, I moved here from another state and I let my driver's license lapse. And I'm sorry, should I wait for you to finish?
I don't think so. It's a very long word.
Are you listening to my problem?
I didn't hear you listen at the same time ago.
Okay, well, anyway, I took the driving test again and I passed it and I received this temporary license which is now expired. And I never received my permanent one. And when I called Allison about it, they said that they had lost something in the computer and they had no record of my taking the test. So they couldn't send me my license even though I could take and pass the test. You're trying to say something?
Wait a minute. I want to see this paragraph. Now, what seems to be the matter?
Well,
And what sentence?
I haven't received my driver's license.
Let me see if you have a computer.
I'm not on the computer.
What's your name?
I'm not there.
How do you spell that?
I'm not on the computer. Look, I went to Windows 3 and they told me they had no record of me on the computer.
I'm not Windows 3 and Windows 7. I didn't need to know your name.
I understand.
You said A as in Arthur, G as in Gesundheit, N as in Yankee, E as in excruciating, S as in seltzer water, A as in Jupiter, A as in Athens, M as in Mary, E as in excruciating, and S as in slow lingering death.
Yeah.
Well, you're not on the computer.
I told you I wasn't.
Fine, I'll give you an award at the end of the day.
I'd like to get my permanent license.
I'm sorry, I have no record of that.
Yes, but I have my temporary license.
This license is expired.
Yeah, I know.
It's no longer valid.
Yes, I know that. That's why I want my permanent one. Look, I hadn't noticed that it hadn't come in the mail until this one had already expired. I presumed that everything was alright.
What a funny thing to do. If you don't have a valid license, how else would you get into the division of motor vehicles?
I took a taxi.
Can you prove that to me?
What?
Did you keep the receipt from the taxi?
No, I didn't.
I assume you didn't do it yourself, did you, Ms. Anderson?
Oh, no. I realize my license is invalid.
That's correct. You have an invalid license. Come on.
But you're not
How may I help you?
I want my driver's license.
You need to take the driving test.
But I already took the driving test.
I have no record of that.
I know you have no record of it. Some schmuck lost it in the computer.
Kindly do not speak Yiddish to me. If you wish to make an appointment, go.
I don't want to take the test again.
When did you take the test before?
It's the same date as that of my temporary license.
February 3rd, 1894. The division of motor vehicles did not exist in 1894.
Let me see that. All right, it's a typo. Clearly it's meant to be 1994.
I'm willing to agree with you that it is more likely a typo. You see, I don't stick to the rules on everything. I'm human. What's your name again?
Agnes James.
Is that is an R5?
Agnes James.
Let me see if you're on the computer.
I'm not. I told you I'm not.
Why are you shouting at me? I'm shouting at you. I feel like cooperating. I have been cooperating. If I hadn't been cooperating with you, you'd be shouting at me much earlier than this. Well, you can't have it. You're not on the computer.
But that's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault. We're both blameless. Isn't it?
You are not helping me.
I'm doing everything in my power.
But don't you have more power than you're using? Couldn't you just like typing in the computer and then sending my license?
No. Only the secretary at the driving test can do that.
But what if she forgets to do it at the time of the driving test? Couldn't somebody else then type it in for her?
If the secretary at the driving side is willing to write a note admitting that she has forgotten to type your name in, then I can type your name into the computer. And then we will fire her. Do you want her to lose her job?
No, I don't. I want you to lose your job.
I don't see how you can expect me to help you when you're going to be hostile.
Isn't there anything that you could suggest to solve my problem?
Well, if you could relive the initial driving test, you could ask to watch the secretary type in your test results in the computer.
Your suggestion is that I relive the initial driving test experience?
It is a hypothetical suggestion, I admit, but it is the limit of what I can think of to assist you.
Can I see your supervisor, please?
My supervisor is shredding documents in the other room and cannot be disturbed.
Which one?